Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how I added some under hood lights right here on my 2004 Toyota Tundra. Now this truck doesn't come with an under hood light, and so if you ever have to look at something underneath the hood when it's dark, you're either going to fumble with a flashlight or use the light on your phone, and it's kind of annoying. I got this idea from a good friend of mine, Kristian. He had installed some of these under hood lights in his FJ40 Land Cruiser, and I really loved the way it looked. And I said to myself, man, I've got to do that. I just hadn't gotten around to it until now. Now, I didn't end up filming the process, but it's very easy to do. What I ended up doing is just tying into the battery directly, putting an inline fuse here. This is just a 5-amp fuse in here. And then I ran it over to this simple little rocker switch. These are super cheap. I'll get a link to these in the description. And then all I did was interrupt the power side. And then I ended up just grounding it directly over here to this body ground. Now this piece of metal right here is actually just a little part of a ceiling fan mount. I ended up just cutting it and just smoothing out those edges and then drilled the hole out just a little bit larger just so that this rocker switch would fit right through there. There's lots of different options and different switches that you could use, but this works just fine. And then I put some heat shrink on everything just to keep the wires clean and out of the way. I did leave enough slack here so that when the hood opens and closes, it doesn't catch on anything, but it just drops right down this hole. And then what I was able to do is fish the wire right up through here. I did that by running a long rigid zip tie. I just pushed the zip tie through with some of the wiring, pulled it through, and then just kind of had to alternate between these little channels because there is some space through here. And then once I got to the top here, I have it all coming out of this hole. And then I just tucked it underneath this little rubber piece and zip tied it to there. These are just from a truck bed light kit that I found on Amazon. They work great. I only ended up using 2, although 6 came in the package. I ended up leaving these right here open in case I decided to add more or add a couple more going back the other direction. I'll show you what it looks like as soon as it gets dark here, but just wanted to turn them on so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like during the day. Of course, it's not very impressive, but we'll wait till it gets dark and then I'll turn those on and show you what they look like. Here we are now that it's dark. Just wanted to show you this under the hood light, what it looks like. Now I've got my phone flashlight on right here, and that's, I'm sure, what we're all used to doing is holding a phone and coming in under the hood and trying to figure out what you're looking at. I'm gonna just hit the switch here on the LED lights I put under the hood. And there you go. Now they look okay, they're just not quite bright enough. So I got to thinking, what else can I do? And I had left this one, because these are normally wired in series, I left this like this in case I did need to add some more lights. And I don't know, I guess I just couldn't leave well enough alone. And I thought about adding a couple more of these, but I was also just fiddling around online and I found these eagle eye type of lights. And what I did on this little plastic piece on the outside is actually the little grommet that goes in here. It's just a little plug. So I pulled it out, drilled a hole, and then I was able to mount this light inside this grommet, and now I'm just gonna push it right in there. I've got a zip tie in there right now just so I can fish the wire through, but that's what I'm working on right now. This is just like a little eagle eye, just came in a 10-pack, real cheap on Amazon. And from the reviews and from what I've read, they look like they're a little bit brighter than the lights that I've got under the hood right now, but I'm just gonna give this a try and then we'll see how it looks. We'll see if I can pull that through. There it is. I'm gonna try to put some wire loom and feed it through here. That's of course a tight fit. You kind of have to smash this wire loom down to get it to go through. This is probably overkill, but hopefully I don't have to mess with this anymore. That looks like that will work. If this turns out to be a lot brighter than these, which I think it will, you could probably get away with just that, and you could do a really clean install. But we'll get this wired up over here. Okay, so that's wired up. I just haven't put the wire loom on it yet, but just wanted to turn it on, test it. Looks good. We'll have to see how that looks at night, of course. This is the second time around here, and there you go. Very big difference. So I had originally just done these 2 on the side, and you can see the color is very different on this middle one that I just installed today, but I'm very happy with that. It's throwing a lot more light than just those 2 that I did last night. I'm really glad I added that third light, the eagle eye fitting. I know the color looks slightly different, but there, I'm covering it with my hand. That's the difference. And then if I remove my hand, you can see how much brighter that is. That's really what I was going for by adding that additional light up there. I could tell that it was going to be brighter, and this really did make a difference, so I'm very happy. Again, I got to give credit to my friend Kristian for this idea. I'll probably end up doing this on some of my other vehicles as well. Hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. I'll get a link in the description to these lights that I used, along with that switch, this inline fuse here, and some of the connectors as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.